I get a lot of looks when I'm on this paddleboard because I don't think it's very common around here to fish from one of these, especially sitting on a cooler, having 4 rods. I think it's cool. I mean, this paddleboard has worked out really nicely. It wasn't that expensive and it allowed me to get out onto the water. Definitely going to be getting a kayak though in the near future. I want a pedal drive kayak just to be a lot more efficient, and during those windy days I think it's going to help. Pretty deep. Something was nibbling on this. We're exploring new waters. I launched at a different section of the lake this morning. I actually used to fish here in my early 20s when I had a bass boat, but I don't remember it. It's crazy. It was only like 10 years ago. So I'm trying to navigate around and remember all these spots. This is looking pretty nice back here. I definitely don't miss having a boat. I mean, there are times when I think it would be easier to fish, obviously. Having that trolling motor and that big open deck was so nice. But just the hassle of it, storing it, maintenance, winterizing, gas. It's just not something I want to deal with right now. This is some of my favorite places to throw spinnerbait, around down trees, because it's fairly weedless and you can pop the bait over the limbs, get the fish's attention. Right over that tree. Oh, there's a bass right there. Feels pretty good. Oh, it came off. I hopped it right over that tree and he hit it. Oh man, I didn't get a good hook set. I'd love to live right there. There's a fish. Here we go on the spinnerbait. Oh, don't jump, don't jump. Okay, in the new net, baby. First one of the day. It's been 2 hours since I came out. Nothing special, but still a fish. There he is. I switched to the white spinnerbait with the willow leaf blades. I missed one earlier and finally got one. Nice. You always want to make sure you're making mental notes of where these fish are. So the first fish I missed was really close to a tree, hugging the cover, and he hit it as soon as I smacked my spinnerbait into one of the branches. This one was up shallow, right off the bank. So just keep these mental notes and try to figure out the pattern. I just lost my spinnerbait. I hit the rods behind me and it freaking came off. There's a fish. Right under that tree. Okay. Nice. Fish number 2, baby. As we float into the tree. As soon as this hit the water, I felt a little bit of tension on my line. So I just held it there, you know, making sure there was no slack. And I felt a little bit of activity going on in the line, so I just set the hook, and sure enough, there he is. He's got like a weird parasite or something on the top of his mouth, but I think it was better than the first one, so we're upgrading. Nice. Glad I switched it up to the Wacky Rig Senko. We'll keep going with that. The spinnerbait's fun to use when you're out here on the paddleboard because it pulls you around. It acts like a trolling motor. But I was getting desperate for a bite. I need to order a Wacky Rig tool. There's one on my Amazon wish list that has a bunch of O-rings with it. So that'll be coming soon. Let me get the heck out of this tree. I don't think there's any better feeling in the world than setting back on a fish like that. That is so fun. I'm happy I bought this net. It's making landing fish a lot easier. It's not too bad when the fish are small like that, but when you get a decent sized fish, it gets a little bit awkward for me. I just have this feeling that I'm gonna snap a rod when I'm landing the fish. What's up with me always catching line? Oh, it's a little jig. Well, I'll get the trash out of the lake, do my part to save the planet. No big deal, you know, just saving the planet. All right, well, it's been, what, 3.5 hours. Caught those 2 bass, one on a spinnerbait, one on a Wacky Rig Senko. I'm taking a quick break, parked my paddleboard up here on the shoreline. I made it all the way to the end of this cove, and there's a ton of grass. So we're gonna swap out the buzzbait for the frog, hit up all these grass mats, and do our best to pull out a topwater fish. I haven't had much luck on topwater this year, so I'm gonna hit it pretty hard, maybe for an hour or two. I'm gonna rig up right now, and then we're gonna get back to the fishing. Such clear water, it's crazy. Oh, man, he missed it. Whew, that'll wake you up. I was actually looking ahead of me because a fish jumped. Oh, something just hit it. Really small. It's always on the pause. The last 2 bites have been when I'm pausing it. He's going for it. Oh, that's a frog. That's a frog. Oh my God, I hooked a frog. Wow, I thought that was a little bass hitting stuff on the surface. So there are frogs here. Match the hatch. I've spent a long time out here in this section of grass, really hoping for another fish, but I don't think it's happening. I balanced this healthy, unhealthy. My God. I am drifting back to the launch now. Gonna call it a day. I've been here for 7 hours and we only caught those 2 fish, I believe within the first 2 hours of fishing. So let me know in the comments below what you guys are using to catch these fish. For me, Today it was the spinnerbait and the wacky rig Senko. But I tried a jig, I tried a jerkbait, tried the frog. We did get 2 blow-ups on the frog, so that was cool to see, but no luck on any top water. But yeah, fun day. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will catch y'all later.